on-page optimization for our services, we're going to use fence repair as an example here. What you want to do is you want to have your keyword you're trying to target as much as possible on page. So as we can see here, we've got fence repair. You also want it to make sure it's in your H1. It's pretty much the first thing on page that Google sees. So here we got fence repair for storm and everyday damage. We got down here again fence repair. We got common fence repair. And then we got fence repair scenarios. Another thing is that on our page, our word count is 1,856. Now, to get an understanding of what should your word count be on page, you want to look at your competitors. You want to measure what they're currently doing, and then we want to be slightly better than them. So for our word page count, we targeted 1850. Then also on our on-page optimization, we've got fence repair. We've also got the area that we service. So look at these keyword variations and also these entities we've got. So we've got posts, we've got pickets, we've got gates. Then we also have honest repair versus replace call. Looking through our heading structure, what we can see is that we have these fence repair covers, fence repair scenarios. We've got gate repair versus replace. Across this entire page, we've got these entities, which are just nouns. Then we also have these bolded terms. So how I will know to do the on-page optimization for this fencing company service page is I have a tool I will run, and from this, it will tell me all of the on-page optimization that I need to be doing. So it goes and searches the keyword I'd want to target, and it will run an analysis of all of these ranking factors that I need to start applying on page. And in these, what we can see is that I need variations, and what variations are is you take your top level keyword and you will find, let's take an example as you put a verb tense on it. So instead of fence, it's fencing company, and that would be considered a variation. Instead of fence company, it's fence repair near me. These are all variations of what would be our top level keyword. And in this report, you can see I'll need to do variations in my H1, my H2, my H3 tag. It's also saying that I need to have title tag. It needs to have entities. What entities are, they're the nouns, and basically they're the nouns you would use in associations with fence companies. So like planks, boards, vinyl fencing, or like fence repair. And then you also need LSI words. And what LSI words are, whenever you talk about a topic, it's the common words that would be used in association with that. So the LSI words that I would use on this page are what we can see right here. We've got fence, you've got chain, fence company, vinyl, fences, aluminum, chain link, wood fence, link, wood, years. You got vinyl fences, fencing, aluminum fences, and then also the entities I would use on page. You've got fence, wood, fences, fencing, vinyl, chain link, aluminum, warranty. And so taking all of this information and all of these variations and placing them on page is what's going to help us rank this service page to the top. Then it will grab the 100 results, so the 100 web pages that come into Google. Then it will measure all of these ranking factors that I need to do to optimize my on-page SEO. This is going to tell me everything I need to do on page to rank the page. It's going to give me, you can even see right here, you got leading variations. You got the variation of fence and H1 tags, LSI words and H4, entities and H2 tags, LSI words and H3 tags, leading variations through my H1 through H6 tags. It's going to measure every single thing those top 100 pages have. It's going to find what is correlating currently to what is making them rank why are they ranking, and it's going to tell me every single on-page optimization I need to be making. So then what I'll do is I will go through all of this, and first I will write the content. Then what we're going to do is you always want to do your keyword optimization last. So you want to go through, write all the relevant content. Then that afterwards, you start to add all of this SEO on page optimization. So we go through all of the entities in the H1 tags, variations in the H1 tags. Then you've also got entities in the title tags, all of these different on page optimizations so that we can rank that specific service in Google. Right here, we've got the word count. So I did this on a blank page so that when it goes to compare my current page to what is ranking, I will get an absolute result of everything that I need to do to build out this page. Because this is a new page, I now know from the base start of everything I need to do to rank this page. Then you've got the variations in the P tags. So P tags are just a basic HTML tag that will display content like a paragraph. So as an example, this is a P tag. And what this is saying is that in your paragraph tag, you need 68 more keyword variations in them. The one above is variations in HTML. So HTML tags are your H1s, your H2s, 3s, 4, 5, 6s. You've also got your P tags. You've got your listicle tags. Basically, the stuff that is making you able to see this content on page are HTML tags. And that is where you want to get all of these variations in to help you rank. Now, this is only one ranking factor of, as you can see, there's plenty. So when you go to rank as a fencing company in 2026, how I would do it is, first things first, we're going to do keyword research. So we're going to look at Google Ads, we're going to look at Google Trends, and if you already have a site up, then I would go look at your Google Search Console data to see everything of what is currently being searched for in Google. Then I would also place a keyword in my Google Business Profile name. You don't want to add the city or the state, in my personal opinion, because when you go to expand, it makes it a little bit difficult. Now, if you don't already have a keyword in your Google Business Profile name, what you can do is get a Google Business, you can get a do business as and file that with the state. So then you can go and change the name of your Google Business Profile to include a keyword. Another thing I want to touch on is that you can have multiple Google Business Profiles. And why you want to do this is so when someone is searching around your profile, the radius of a profile drops off around like the 4 to 5 mile radius. And so by having these two profiles, you can rank around both of them and get all of that traffic, and sell all of those people that are coming your services. Not only that, if someone searches in between both of your profiles, there is an instance in which you take up both of those locations on the search, right? So when someone goes and searches for a service, what commonly occurs is that 3 profiles will show up, and you can take 2 of those, so you will get 60% of the traffic. So I would put fencing in my Google Business Profile name. On my profile, I want to make sure every single possible field is filled out, right? So I want to have my website linked. I want to have my phone number. I want to list at least 15 services with each having their own service description. Then I want to also put a 750 character description on my profile. I want to go through all the attributes. If there's an appointment required, if you have a bathroom at your location, you want to go through every single possible field on your profile and fill it out. After I do all of that, I've got my website set up. I'm then going to go buy that press release. I want to make sure it's all branded anchor text. Then I'm going to start building out my service pages and my location pages. Make sure those are all properly interlinked. Next, I'm going to start building out the blog content, make sure that's all interlinked, making sure I'm using hubs for each one of those. Having all of that interlinked, make sure that we are linking those to our very specific money pages. We do not want to be linking out from our money pages because we want to point all the relevance and authority and all of those links to our money pages. We want to boost their rankings because those are the pages that will convert the most because we've already done our keyword research. So we already know that people are searching for those specific services or keywords more often. So we want those to be ranking number one, and we want our Google Business Profile to be ranking number one. Then we want to do an on-page optimization on our service pages. For this specific tool that I use, what I can do is it will go through the top 100 results, and then it will tell me every single thing, every single ranking factor that I am lacking, that I need to optimize my page for. And then, yeah,